So, being as how you like ghost stories, I decided I would share a couple with you that actually happened to me in my childhood at my dad's house. These stories are 100% real, and as they happened. Nothing is made up, and nothing is made to sound scarier than it was. These events are as I remember them. So, in the late 1990s, me, my mom, my dad, my older sister, and much older brother lived in a small 3-bedroom, 1-story house in the country area of New Jersey. My brother, who's 9 years older than me, and myself shared a bedroom in the back corner of the house. Whenever he was alone in the bedroom, however, and this was quite often as I slept with my parents until I was 9, due to being afraid of being without them, he would try communicating with what I refer to as Wiccan guardian spirits, using things such as runestones, tarot cards, Ouija boards, daggers, robes, and more stuff. Funny side story here. He was once arrested for having all this shit in his car when he got a speeding ticket. He even claimed to be able to channel some shit known as ley line, whatever that is. So when he went to college in Y2K, I was 10 years old, and, having only been sleeping in my own room for a few months at that point, I found myself all alone in the same bedroom that once only had my brother. One night, my dad was passed out snoring in his room. My mom was in the living room on the other side of the house, getting ready to go work the midnight shift, and my sister was out at a friend's house for the night. I went to bed on my mother's instructions at around 9:30 p.m. It was a school night, I think. At around 9:45, right before I fell asleep, my door, which had been closed all the way and required turning the doorknob completely to open, unexpectedly, yet slowly, opened on its own. It swung open about a foot wide, and then a young woman's voice, much younger than my mom, said, "Good night," in a soothing, mother-like tone. Then, as slowly as it opened, the door shut. When I asked everyone the next morning about it, they denied it being them. My mom said she was pulling out of the driveway at the time, as she wanted to hit up a 24-hour store before work. My dad was snoring away, and neither my brother nor my sister were home. But when talking to my brother on the phone later that day, he said that he had asked his main guardian spirit, whom he calls Rosie, to check on me. Is this who I had heard? I don't know. But my story does not end here. Later, when I was around 14, so sometime in 2004, my mom and I were doing some spring cleaning in the same 3-bedroom house before my dad came home from work that day. Our plan was that, as we finished each of our bedrooms, we would close the door to them. Then we would do my sister's room, that was being used at the time as an office, together. My mom had just finished cleaning the master bedroom. At around the same time, I had just finished shoving all my stuff into my closet or under my bed, which was what cleaning my room was to me. We then went to work on the 3rd bedroom/office, but when we walked into the room, the first thing that caught our attention was an old lamp that had been hung from a hook on the wall for as long as I could remember. It was swinging back and forth in an arc, and not slowing down, as if it was still being pushed. Being a bit confused, I grabbed it to make it stop, and the moment I did, just like a horror movie jump scare, we both heard loud, chaotic banging coming from the 2 rooms. We had just gotten done cleaning. So when we were done panicking, my mom opened the door to her room first and screamed. The whole room had been destroyed. Bed sheets were everywhere. A CRT TV that was on a dresser was face down on the floor, not broken. The windows that had been shut were wide open, and the curtains that draped to the floor were pulled through the open windows. The knickknacks on my dad's dresser were scrambled about. The queen-size mattress was upside down and slid off the foot of the bed. And, finally, a painting that was above the head of the bed was spun around and face up on top of the mattress in such a way that it could not have simply fallen there. While my mom was having a panic attack over the state of her room, I opened my door to find that all the things that I'd stuffed in my closet and under my bed were now back to being all over the place again. Overall, my room was not nearly as bad as Mom's. Only having about an hour left before my dad came home, my mom did what she could, but ultimately my dad didn't believe our story and got mad at us for not cleaning. After that, not much else seemed to happen in the house. Except for the occasional knick-knack being thrown at us from across the room. By the spirit, I guess. But that's just par for the course with these things. I no longer live in that house, and as far as I know, nothing from it has followed me or my mom, and I, for one, am grateful for that. My dad still lives in that house, though, and still does not believe in human ghosts. Yet, funnily enough, he admits to having encounters with the ghosts of favorite pets that have passed away. Oh, and aliens. He believes he has seen UFOs, too.